This video, we're going to take a look at this, the right-click re-examine to 110 RuneCrafting, which Jagex just dropped like today at some point. But this is basically going through all of the confirmed or extra information and stuff that Jagex have shared with us now about 110 RuneCrafting, which they delayed, right, to make it better. So hopefully there's some exciting stuff in here. We shall take a look. But let's have a look. Right click re-examine RuneCrafting. Summary of previously discussed topics. So this is the previous stuff. So including a new level 100 to 110 magic weapon crafting system, including the highly anticipated Masterwork staff, which we are completely aware of course. Kind of like they did with the bow and the sword as well. So this is to be expected. It'll probably just sit as like a alternative to people using like this rather than the expensive weapons at the moment, but adding a new combination rune and revamping both combination rune crafting and its usage and spells. So adding a new combination rune and revamping both combination rune crafting and its usage and spells. Okay, cool. This is gonna be interesting for sure. Developing new spells that utilize the new combination rune, while also updating some existing spells to incorporate it, which is a good idea. You need demand for the new rune, but also developing new spells is something that like interests the hell out of me for sure. Like when you add new spells to the game, it's always going to be interesting to see what they do and how they actually, you know, engage with the game. Introducing a large essence pouch designed to make rune crafting more efficient and convenient, which is always nice. It'd be nice. I don't actually know exactly how this works because I don't know if it's just been ages since I last went over this or if I didn't ever actually cover it in the first place. But we'll probably read something about it later on anyway. While players have shown excitement about the new systems and rewards, there were concerns raised, particularly regarding the impact of combination runes on existing mechanics and spells. We've been closely monitoring player discussions and feedback, and today we're excited to share some updates and refinements based on your input, which is good, of course. Time for an update, right? So, the first update we're addressing is the introduction of the new elemental combination rune, along with changes to combination rune crafting and spell usage. After careful consideration and feedback from the community, we decided to revise our approach. While the concept had potential, initial concerns highlighted that it added complexity without significantly enhancing gameplay. Fair play, yeah. I mean, if it doesn't actually have much value, but it just confuses stuff, then fair. Players expressed worries about upkeep and creation mechanics, which we agree detracted from the experience. Good. Combination, it's always good to see when players actually give concerns for how gameplay stuff actually is going to work, that they listen to that, because the players, surprisingly, are the ones that play the game a lot more than the devs do as well. And I mean, in most situations, obviously there might be some devs that like literally go to work and then all they do is go home and play the game, which is pretty epic if they do, but more likely that players play a lot more and understand the feeling of that sort of thing more so. Combination runes remain an area of interest for potential future updates, but they won't be part of the upcoming changes with the 110 RuneCrafting. Oh, okay, so what does this mean for the new spell ideas and processes? Time will tell. Okay. No, but seriously, we're going to be introducing a new rune. Okay, so they're not doing a combination rune, they're just adding a new rune in general. Cool. Introducing the time rune. That's why they said time will tell. Funny. A new catalytic rune that utilizes wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff to create beneficial spells and effects. Our first concept included clock faces, sundials and arrows, but we decided that keeping it to the classic hourglass helped improve its legibility and theme, which this looks nice for sure. Yeah, that's fine. Keeping it simple is not a problem in RuneScape because we definitely have a lot of confusing stuff, and this is the old designs here that they were considering. Yeah, I'm glad that they went with this one. This one maybe would have been okay as well because, you know, it's just whatever, but this is the same thing really. This looks like something to do with ranged. This one just looks confusing as hell. This one kind of would have been okay with the sundial, I guess, and the clock. But like these ones, this is just like a nut that you would use in like construction, I guess. So they've definitely gone with the correct one in my opinion. What do you guys think? I mean, these ones here, no, I'm just kidding. I know these weren't actually filled in. I'm just joking. Speaking of spells, here's a list of some skilling, combat, and teleport spells we're considering at the moment. Note that balancing has not been finalized yet. Okay, so some of these sound broken as all crap. It's okay. that can balance it, I suppose. Spell, temporal power. There's a lot of spells here. Holy hell, I scrolled down, there's even more. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 12 spells. That's crazy. Everyone's going to be buying up magic gear right now. Huh. Well then. Anyway, gather double resources when mining, woodcutting, and fishing, and target empty box traps to automatically catch double creatures at the cost of greatly reduced. Okay, I was going to say, this is broken, but then when you say at the cost of greatly reduced XP, this is, I love this actually. This is such a cool idea because it just means that skillers who want to make money have to offset XP rates, which is good. If you want more money, you have to have some sort of loss, right? They can offset XP rates to get the money and sack off the XP for now. It means once you hit like level 99 or once you hit like 120 or 200 mil, if you don't want XP anymore, at least you still can go and do that skilling thing and actually make decent money. Assuming this doesn't, all it does is just crash the living crap out of prices, I suppose. But I like this. This is a really cool idea. Fast opportunities. Reduce the time between opportunities spawning. Lasts for a number of seconds. Okay. Maybe you can only have one of these active. So like you can gather double resources when mining, or you can reduce the time of opportunity spawning, which would give you more XP because they give more XP, right? I think, but also you would lose. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Replenish essence, reaches back in time and fills the backpack and any pouches, familiars, and worn outfits with pure essence. That's a long cooldown. Okay, damn, that's kind of cool. So every now and again, basically, you can refill your stuff. This would kind of work the same in theory of just having a very small chance of when you make essence, your essence, like when you make runes, your essence just doesn't get taken and it's like, oh, you managed to save all your essence and then you can click it again. This would be the same thing, but this would be more logical in my opinion and less RNG based. You'd have a cooldown on it. I like this. This is cool. Longer Lumberjack's Intuition. For some minutes, any Lumberjack's Intuition buff you receive will increase in duration by number of seconds. Okay, cool. Advanced Time. Can advance time forward for one of a variety of options, including things such as archaeology research. Okay. Player-owned ports, receiving daily mineable sandstone. Can only be cast a limited number of times per week. This is nice. So like you send out your archaeology thing, you cast it straight away. I wonder if this does all of them or if you have to like pick. It says for one of variety options. Okay. So I was gonna say you don't like put them all in quickly and then use it and then they all get put through. You'd pick one. And again, of course, to balance this. So if they're like, oh, that's not enough, then maybe they'll do that. But this is cool. There's a lot of skilling stuff here, which, I mean, I think it needs it, you know? This adds a lot of, like, variety taste. That's probably not even the right words, but maybe you guys will know what I'm trying to say. To skilling. Like, yeah, you can just go do mining, but you can also think, oh, you know what, I really want to get this, or I really want to unlock fast opportunities. How do I do that? And then you go and do that. And then this gives you a different sort of feeling to the mining as well. With the essence, unlocking this and having to keep track of it adds a little bit more to the actual thing, like more depth to it, which is really good for sure. Temporal Anomaly. For 12 minutes gives a I don't know why I just like started talking like I was a bloody, I don't know. For 12 minutes gives a chance to reset the cooldown of a magic ability when cast. Okay. Scales according to magic power and armor. So this is a combat one. Scales according to magic power and armor damage bonus. Okay. As this is an aspect, only one can be active at a time. Therefore, a choice must be made between spells and incantations such as Animate Dead and Darkness. Oh, okay. So this basically means that this would be like Animate Dead and Darkness, which I would explain in 12 minutes. So you could give a chance to reset the cooldown of a magic ability when cast. Holy hell! So these increase your defense, right? Animate Dead and Darkness, but this increases your damage because you might have a chance of reducing to reset the cooldown of ability. Don't even reduce it, completely reset it. So you could throw Omnipower and it could reset. Maybe you could Sunshine and it could reset, or maybe it wouldn't work in Ultimates. That would be like a balancing thing, I would assume. That's really cool. This would make Magic so strong actually, and it needs it still. Like it doesn't. Magic's fine, right? It's fine from what I know at the moment, but it could definitely use it to make it more desirable, I suppose. This would be cool, and then mixed with the actual reset of the tier 95 dual wields as well. This could be huge because you would maybe be able to reset that on a reset, and you'd just be casting forever. Damn, I like this a lot. This is really cool, and I would personally use this. Sometimes I even forget to use darkness and I'm dead as it is already. So unless you specifically needed them for something, then this would definitely be the way to go. In fact, this would probably be the way to go anyway, because more damage tends to be damage reduction anyway, because you kill the thing faster. So either way, Crumble Undead, autocast. Oh, okay, deal 30%. 30% increased damage against undead. That'll get balanced. There's no shot they're going to increase damage to undead enemies by 30% for magic. You know what? Maybe they will, because you know what sucks? Magic sucks at places like Vorkath, for example. Absolutely trash bags. It is insanely bad. And I guess it would make sense. It's kind of like giving, you know how like ranged has the Dragon Slayer arrows or whatever they're called. You can do more damage to dragons. This is kind of like that, I suppose. You can have this, but for undead. So magic would be good against undead, and range would be good against dragons, and melee would just be melee, I suppose, unless there's something I'm missing with that. The concept is really cool. I feel like 30% is crazy though. How much does the dragon arrows actually give? Maybe it is 30%. I don't know. Maybe that's right. But this would be like a permanent thing. What am I trying to say? It'd be a permanent time. Like you 30% the whole time. You'd absolutely thrash through. Is it just Vorkath? I mean, Taraket, sure. I don't think there's enough undead bosses in the game for this to matter too much. But for Vorkath, you would fly through, which is cool. And then maybe there's something else coming in the future, right? Like you can't do Rassiel and stuff with magic. So Western Karazi Jungle Teleport. These are all teleports. So teleport to here, teleport to there, teleport to there, teleport everywhere, basically. Lost Grove teleport, Eastern Anachronia teleport. Yeah, cool. There's no Ancients in here. And I can't, you know what? That's fine. Because Ancients is like the main thing right now. This adds variety to those other ones. And the skilling ones being on Luna makes total sense. And then the combat ones being on standard is pretty interesting. I like 12 minutes. You would spellbook swap for this, I think. If you were going to use this, I think you would spellbook swap, cast it, and then go back. But yeah, no, it's cool. I like that a lot. What do you guys think about the spells? This list of spells represents just a few of the a few of the ideas, including suggestions from the community. Please note that none of these are guaranteed to make it into the game, okay? Or even the launch of 110 Runecrafting at this moment. However, new spells offer exciting opportunities for updates, and some of the most impactful spells in the game often originate from quests and adventures. Now, of course, you may be wondering where these runes are made. For that, we need a shiny new time altar, but we'll reveal further info on how you can find and access it in due time. Sorry, we'll stop now. Say we'll like it's not just one person writing this, right? As a heads up though, you will need the enchanted key from either the Making History or Meeting History quests. Okay, cool. Grab one of those, get ready, I guess. But nice. Oh man, this is actually really cool. Weapon creation. One of our aims with this update is to make runecrafting the magic weapon creation skill. Beginning with a new set of creation mechanics for the 100 to 110 tier, much like with 110 fletching. Initially, the design had you bring an inert weapon with you while runecrafting. Some of the runes you would have created would be siphoned by the weapon in order to imbue and upgrade it. This process would repeat as you upgrade the weapon through tiers, a similar system to smithing and fletching. While simple and effective, during playtesting, the weapons ended up feeling more like a byproduct than a main goal. Yeah, I was about to say that exact same thing for myself. This feels like you would just get to a point where it's like, well, you may as well put one in your inventory whenever you're doing runecrafting, and eventually you'll get a weapon, and not that you would just go out of your way to make the actual weapon itself. So, yeah. Fair enough. After reviewing player feedback, discussing the concept, and experimenting internally, we decided to redesign the system and update approach. The updated approach shifts the focus of the weapon itself and introduces new steps and interactions, while also opening up alternative methods for training runecrafting. Okay. However, we felt that it's still important to keep the core loop and identity of the skill, with altar running by using essence as the ingredient for upgrading weapons. Okay, so here's what the gameplay will look like now. Using eternal magic logs, create an inert wand, orb, or staff. Okay. Bring your regular runecrafting loadout essence and an inert weapon to an altar. Start imbuing the weapon using pure essence, eventually upgrading it from its inert version to a wieldable level 85 weapon. Okay. Essence is consumed one by one, contributing to the progress of the weapon over time. Repeat this process until it becomes a +5 or Mark 5 equivalent, where it can then be used as a level 90 weapon, or sacrificed like burial or martial weaponry for a large chunk of XP. Okay, this provides a rough outline for the gameplay flow. Our goal was to create an alternative way to gain experience in runecrafting, making this method less click intensive than current runecrafting. Players won't need to navigate to altars as frequently, reducing the overall input required. Expect things like leveling benefits to also feature and offer bonuses for weapon creation. Okay, nice. This update will come with a craftable Eternal Magic Wand and Orb set and staff, similar to Eternal Magic range weaponry. They will start level 85, level 90 and augmental. They look nice though. I'd probably keepsake one of these. These look pretty cool. I like this. When inert, these weapons don't contain any power, so aren't usable. Once they are imbued, each of these weapons power up with pure runic energy. Hey, you know what? That's nice. I like that, and I like the way that they're made better than this way for sure. This is a lot better. It's probably more AFK, like they said. It's less click intensive, and personally, I feel like the game needs a few more non-AFK things, but I feel like this is still way better than running the runes and charging it up a percentage each time you do it. So yeah, nice. And if this is what they delayed this for, to actually get like in the game and polish off, that's good. Nice, good to see. Masterwork staff. Masterwork staff is still planned for this update, but feedback on the original design indicated it was lacking in a bit of the wow factor. In response, we've redefined its structure and enhanced its visual effects. Since the staff is already in the modeling phase, we couldn't deviate too much from the overall theme and design. However, we hope the adjustments bring it closer to the community's vision for the true Masterwork staff. Gold, dual steel, leather, gemstone, and eternal wood. Let's have a look, shall we? It's nice. Yeah, it's fine. It reminds me of Staff of Light for some reason, but it's nice though. Very nice, actually. Cool. Good stuff. Another topic of discussion surrounding the Masterwork staff is the source of its materials. Prior to the launch of the Masterwork bow, we chose not to reveal this information, which led to a more interesting and engaging launch. We'll be taking the same approach this time and keeping these details under wraps for now. What we can share is the staff will require essence crafted from other weapons, much like the bow and sword before it. Okay, cool. Nice. So I guess people should start buying buying up magic weapons for this sort of thing. Maybe not. I don't know. It probably won't be crazy. What did they use for the bow? But there you go. Expansive pouch. Feedback about the Essence pouch, now known as the Expansive pouch, has genuinely been positive, and it's great to see players looking forward to crafting their own. However, we heard your feedback, and the biggest concern was the size. We initially mentioned that pouch will be a minimum of 44 essence, with the final size to be determined. While balancing is still being finalized, the current number we've settled on is 70. Not only that, but the expansive pouch, also doesn't degrade, meaning you'll be able to free up one of those relic slots once you've got your hands on it. We'll be sharing more details closer to an update launch, but like with the Masterwork staff, we aim to keep the materials and processes vague until the launch. Cool. Nice. 70 more slots. Very nice. So when can we play it? The RuneCrafting is in progress. What the frick? 110 RuneCrafting is progressing well, and it's super exciting to share the response for your feedback. We hope you love the sound of what we're cooking up. While we're not quite ready to put in a firm date on things just yet, we're getting closer. Keep an eye on runescape.com and our social channels for a date. Okay, that's sad. There's no date yet, but that's fine. I mean, I'd rather wait for a good update. And it's quite a big one if you think about it. If they're adding all these spells as well, they have to balance it all around all the other skills that it helps, like mining and woodcutting and fishing and whatnot. And then the combat side of it too. So yeah, there's a lot that, you know, when I looked at this post, I was like, yeah, this would be like a 10-minute video. Holy crap, it took some time because of these spells and stuff. But this is really interesting to me, and being as someone who just loves magic in the game, I guess, you know, it makes sense that I would find this more interesting for sure. And I'm also starting a 120 all series soon, so this will add to that as well. Yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I think this is looking pretty good, to be fair. There's nothing in here that I read and was like, yeah, that sounds absolutely boring. So you know, that's fine to me. What do you guys think? Let me know. Leave a like, sub to the channel if you're new, and I guess what? I'll catch you on the next one. See you later, guys. Bye.